Hey everyone. Today I want to talk about the A melody to string dance. The A melody starts from the pickups to 5 and goes to the end of measure 12. And I want to particularly talk about bowing. Now I'm going to refresh your memory first by just playing it for you on the trumpet. Of course, there's no bowing to watch. And then I want to show you how I want you to use the parts of the bow when you're playing this, including making sure that we get the lifts and things in the right place. All right, to refresh your memory, here is how the tune goes. Starting at the pickups to 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Now, I'm going to slow it down just a little bit for these demonstrations. I want you to pay attention to what I'm doing with the bow. Now, I've got a cello bow in my hand. I'm going to hold it sort of backwards so my finger is on the stick instead of on the hair. I'll need to go grab my not so good bow out of the orchestra room so I can do it on the hair like I usually do when I'm demonstrating in a classroom. So for starters, this piece starts, the A section starts on an up bow. It's the pickups to 5. So I have to make sure that I'm in the upper half of my bow to be able to play that note. If I don't need to be all the way at the tip because that quarter note's not going to take an entire bow length to play, but I don't want to be so close to the frog that I don't have room to play that note. So I'm going to start somewhere in the neighborhood of the upper third of the bow, and I'll start here. Up, 1 and 2 and 3, 1 and 2 and 3, stop. Now, did you notice that I started at 5 at the lower half of my bow, very near the frog, and then in measure 6, I started very near the tip. So watch again. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So the beginning of 5 is lower half, the beginning of 6 is upper half. And then it changes as I go. Watch me play starting at the pickups to 5. Up, down, 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 stop. Now at 9, you'll see that there's a lift. So I'm gonna need to shorten that note at the end of bar H a little bit so that I can circle around and be back at the frog for 9. 9 is gonna be the same thing where it's lower half and upper half and down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And then I'm at 13. Here I go from the pickups to 5. Notice where I'm in the lower half of the bow and where I'm in the upper half of the bow. Here I go at 5. Ready and 1. Pickups to 5. Ready and 1, 2, 3. Up, down, 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 lift. Down, up, 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 down, lift, and then ready to play 13, but we're not going to go on right now. One last thing that I want to point out to you before we leave today. We know that the pickups to 5 is marked as an up bow. But we need to think about how we're going to get there, because if we figure out the bowings here from the beginning, it's down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, oops, down, up, down, up, down, up. So we end up with 2 up bows in a row. Now we could lift, but we shouldn't need to. We can do this actually as a hook on the same bow. Here's the beginning. Down, up, 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 up, down, up, down, up, down. Now, if you use too much bow on that half note and need to lift so that you have enough bow for the pickup, you can go ahead and do that. But if you save bow, up, rest, up, down, you'll still have enough bow to make the up bow and do it in one bow. All right, guys, I'm going to play it one last time, starting from the beginning. I'm going to stop at the end of measure 12 on my trumpet. I want you to practice playing along with me, and I want you to be mindful of where you are in the bow. 5 is lower half, 6 is upper half, 7 is lower half, 9 is lower half, 10 is upper half, and then 11 is the lower half of the bow. Here I go. Starting at the beginning. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. All right, guys, happy practicing. I look forward to hearing the recordings. Thanks for stopping by.